LuckyDutch.
Hello. Hi,
Uh,
how you doing?
so, before we start off, bit of disappointing news, as you may have noticed. Last week we said we were going to play Saints Row 2, but today we learned the very bitter truth that you can't actually play it online unless you use the GameSpy service, which is dead since
It doesn't exist
about
anymore.
it hasn't been since apparently 8 years now. Um, or you use like a one of those like port forwarding like VPN situation things like Hamachi or Radmin or stuff like that, which don't particularly look safe. So we're not doing that. Instead, we're playing a wholesome game of Town of Salem, which Lucky
Um,
suggested.
I wouldn't call Town of Salem wholesome, but you know what,
It's
it's
certainly
fine.
not less wholesome than Saints Row. So you know what?
Fair, yeah.
It's probably fine. Um, I mean, I'm guessing this is basically just like Among Us before Among Us was a thing, isn't it? Like it's
Yes, yeah,
werewolves basically.
yes.
Cool. There's customization options. I've done nothing to really customize anything.
No, that's fine.
I don't think it matters.
I mean, it depends. If you keep using the same character all the time, then people are gonna know it's you. But like, because you're playing with me, I don't give a shit about that. But like, other people probably care about it, but I don't that much.
Okay.
And
Well, I've
some
gone
people
stuck.
like and some people like the cosmetics. That's something. But you can, if you go to the witch thing,
Oh
you
Jesus
get some
Christ!
gold out of it.
To the witch thing?
Yeah, so like on the if you go to the main thing again,
Oh, the
if
Daily
you
Brew.
leave, yeah, daily brew.
Okay.
Click on it.
Only 7 more free daily potions are needed.
Yeah, exactly. So like every time you do it, and then on the seventh day, you're gonna get a reward out of it. And sometimes it's a pet, sometimes it's other things, stuff like
Oh,
that.
it's money.
Now it's just money.
And she's trying to sell me stuff despite the fact that I have no money. Right. I guess there's not much else really for us to do than just play a game.
Yeah. So I gave you an invite. You should probably have it.
I don't see one.
Hold on. Let me send it to you again. There you go. Should have an invite right now.
It says that no, it doesn't say that at all.
Okay, then time to leave the party. Then I'll make a new one.
Alright.
Create a party. Invite. Press lots again. There you go. Should have one.
Well, I just hit play. You must upgrade your account to a premium account to play. Oh, okay, I see what this is. So because I can put in your name. Whoops. Because I put in your name.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work. What? If you have a referral code for Town of Salem, please put it in below. Oh, I need a referral code. Do you have anything like that?
Referral code. Nope, I do not. How do you create a party then?
No, this is the problem. If I don't have the referral code, I can't play the game. That's why your notifications aren't coming through.
Okay.
So it's
Hold on, let me look.
freemium. So well, it's $5. I mean, I can spare that surely. Like, worst comes to worst, I'll just buy the game. This is all Saints Row's fault. I'm just saying.
It kinda is, but like, that's why online isn't that much fun. Even though we play online games right now, it's not that fun anymore because it's like
It's
it's a ticking
complicated.
time bomb basically.
Yeah. It depends, because it depends where your online service is built into. So like Rockstar has their own servers, Epic Games have their own servers pretty much. Activision have their own servers for things, Blizzard do. And I guess back in the day when Saints Row 2 was made, I guess they didn't really have the capacity to have dedicated servers for the game or something like that, or have it go through Steam
No,
or
they
anything
don't
like
care.
that.
Like, I guarantee you that World at War right now, Call of Duty World at War, the first one, is not doesn't have an online base anymore. No one
Well,
plays it.
where are the
No
servers
one
based
cares.
though?
Like a lot of games who are solely based on online, they will lose their value the moment the servers are going to be shut down.
Well, yes, but okay. So in this case, Saints Row 2 was shut down, the online service, because GameSpy went bankrupt.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like, if they had their servers dedicated through Steam or something like that, then that wouldn't happen, because Steam still exists.
All right. So. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, folks. This is a little bit of a setback.
Yeah, we kind
Small
of
setback.
ran into this snag like maybe 20 minutes ago, so we don't quite know. We don't quite know how to get around this, really.
Let's see. I'm trying to find maybe a game that we can play together that we already have. Nope. Okay. So yeah, we don't have a lot.
Fuck it. I'll just buy tons of Salem. I don't really care.
I mean, you don't have to.
No,
Keep that
it's
in
fine.
mind.
It's fine. I don't, it's fine. I'll just remove that from the screen real quick,
Yeah, yeah. Just remove it, please.
so you don't have my payment information. Y'all don't need to know. Actually, do you know what? How much does it cost on Steam? Because it's probably better if I just buy it through Steam.
I think it was €6. Not sure.
Town. So it's £4. Genuinely, I had a drink today that would cost more than that, so I'm perfectly happy to do this.
Yeah, €6 for me, and then yeah.
€6, $5, £4, and so now I buy.
And there's also DLC, but yeah.
Do you know what? That'll be a problem. Ah, it's doing the thing again where it didn't work because it sucks.
What do you mean?
It does a thing occasionally where it just doesn't want to oh, for some reason it went to the weird thing. On Steam, for some reason, it doesn't take my payment method every time. So literally what I have to do is go back to payment info, hit continue, and then type in my code again, and then purchase, and then purchase, and it's fine.
Hell yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's how easy it can be. Okay, so now I just need to install this real quick. It's 2 gigs, so it won't take any time at all. I'm gonna close this window. I apologize to the 2 viewers. Probably not even.
I can look now. It's me and Academy Impossible, another viewer, AM Punk, me, and Sound Alerts.
Well, Kane Punk is here.
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool. How you doing, man? He's quite cool. He plays Apex on Twitch. Wait, I'll give him a shout out, cause he's a cool dude. I just need to make sure that I write his user correctly, because I don't see him in chat, so I guess he's just lurking, which is, that's fine. Oop. KM Punk. Yeah, okay, so it's like that. KM PUNK. Hey Mike, how's it going? Good to see you, man.
Oh, Mike, how you doing, bud?
Apparently this is lagging. Oh, thank you very much for the bits, Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, bud?
We're just setting up for a game. How you been? I've been good, man. I've been busy. I've been out and about because I'm finally allowed to. So you can imagine that I'm I'm very excited to be outside again. Really, it feels good to be able to like see people. How have you been, man? I've seen you've been streaming, but like, I haven't really been able to catch up with everything that's going on. But I'm trying. Oh, Jesus Christ. The music is loud again.
Did you remember your password?
I do, yes. There we are.
Hey, congratulations, you unlocked friend not food plus so many coins.
Okay, so display. Enable full screen off.
I referred it to a friend, so I get so much money now.
There you go.
That's cute. Thank you.
So if I hit this now. Oh, it just goes there. Sweet. Okay. So.
Can I create a party?
I think so. What's up with the black screen? I'm just getting things set up. I'm just making. You'll be able to see the game shortly. Any second now. Almost. Almost. There it is. There it is. Except I can turn off the filter because that's entirely redundant now. So let's remove that. Boom. Fit screen. There we go. Hey, there we go. There. And now what? Oh. 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 There we go. I'm in the lobby.
Shall we start then?
Let's start. Hey. Also, it sure looks like we're not lagging anymore. Like we had a temporary setback, but I think we're good.
So yeah. So yeah, basically, then we start from here.
Yes.
You talk what happened to you this week, and I talk what happened to me this week.
Yes. Finally, after 15 minutes of faffing, we're finally here. So, where do we begin? First of all, I'm allowed to go outside again. That's really neat.
Oh, you got both your shots?
Sorry?
You got both your Pfizer
No, I just finished
shots?
my, I finished my, thingy. Whatchamacallit? I finished my self-isolation.
Ah, okay.
So I was allowed to go out again on Thursday, which I did. I went to see a couple of friends. We went to see Fast and Furious, and it was great. And, while we went there, this is something that I'd like to discuss. I'm not going to name any names, just in case that someone's watching who might know the names. And basically, this was a person that I haven't seen for several years, right? And so I meet there with a friend of mine, and my friend is like, hey, this person is here. So I'm like, oh, cool, would be good to hang out with them. And he's like, actually, they're still here. So it's like, okay, cool, let's chat. apparently they weren't doing very well. And I thought, well, it's probably lockdown. They probably went through a lot of stuff. I see the person, and they're in a wheelchair, and skinnier than I've ever seen them, and it was really quite upsetting. And like the stuff that they had to tell was honestly very upsetting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they went through all kinds of like, all kinds of stuff that genuinely they shouldn't have to go through. Let's just put it like that. Is basically, think of the worst thing that could possibly happen to anyone. Except for murder, obviously, but like, it's. Think of the worst thing that has been recently said is something that could happen to someone, and they've probably had that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where, and oftentimes what I found out, what they told me is, it was entirely in the eyes of the police. Like they were watching everything unfold, and they just basically did nothing. So it's one of those things where it's like, is it really just not safe to be out if you're, down in your luck? Also, which number am I? Oh, wait, I'm 14.
Yeah, you didn't use a fake nickname.
Nope. Because when I troll people, I want them to know who it is. But I'm not trolling just yet. It's not time yet. But anyway, I've been thinking about that and thinking like, well,
Just don't share your Twitch link in the chat, because there you're gonna get banned.
Sure. Cam Punk, how's it going, man? Thank you very much for joining in. I've given you a shout out because you were there.
Man.
Okay.
We're trying to burn the witch. Sure.
Oh wait. There we go. How do I? Oh. I didn't vote because I'm stupid.
No, I didn't.
Appreciate it, my
You
friend.
don't have
No
to.
worries. And also, let me just do this as well. Do you know what? I'm just gonna shout out anyone who joins this stream. Do you want a shout out?
Sure. Whatever. I don't think you can shout out me, though.
Mad Mike, you're playing Red Dead Redemption 2? That's really cool.
I'm not sure if you can even in...
What's your username? Just LuckyDutch, right?
Yeah. There.
No, okay.
Not sure if anything happens, because...
They are playing Null. What a shit game.
They're playing nothing.
You playing Null?
Sorry, I did my Seth Rogen. Weed funny.
Oh, man.
Was that way too good?
It was pretty good. It was close. I wonder...
Oh, man.
But yeah, other than that, regarding my week, like, it's just been busy. I've been trying to catch up with everything. I've been editing a lot, which kind of drove me crazy. But I'm doing it a little bit less this weekend. I'll probably pick my Slack up tomorrow. Other than that, honestly, except for that one thing, there wasn't really much to write home about, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, but how's your week been? What have you been up to?
So my summer job basically is to be a receptionist, and my boss said to me like, hey, because everybody's going on vacation and you are not, how about you go and get all the days that the people fill in all the dates, because we have a lot of people who left and you're not the only one who isn't, so you want to fill up? And I was like, sure, let's go ahead, get some extra money out of it. and
Yeah,
that's
may
what
as
I've
well.
been doing. Might as well. I was like, hey, I wasn't gonna do anything anyway, so hey, fuck it, let's go. And so here we are. I worked around the house a little bit, like I always do, and I had to clean. I had to scoop up the septic tank a little bit, so that was nasty. But
Yeah.
oh well,
Interesting.
Chester death, Chester death.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep. Might be a
Um.
shame, but other than that, it's fine. It's genuinely fine. I did work on a little bit of a project this
Okay.
morning,
Okay. Sounds
and
good.
yeah, some like I'm not sure if you know the Phoenix Wright games.
Sure. Yeah.
There's
Ace
like
Attorney.
there's like a project on it where you can like objection.lol, and
Sure.
you can make one yourself, and which is hella funny.
It
So
sounds
I've been
good.
doing that, and I recently got a new game, which I sort of like, but I also have my gripes with it.
Okay.
Yeah, ever heard of Pokemon Unite?
Oh yes, I saw that Most Critical uploaded a video about it, but I haven't actually watched it yet.
Okay, so basically, there is like it is it's a MOBA, so like hey, but a lot of people are wanting to have a MOBA of Pokemon because hey, that's like a amazing thing.
I mean,
Like the only
that's.
MOBA that they want to play is the one with Pokemon, and then here you fucking go.
I mean, that's
But
just good money.
it is, it is, it is, it is a good thing. And though the problem is that right now it is held by Tencent, and Tencent is a company that is notorious for selling your information data to advertisement or other stuff. You know, like they have no privacy policy. That's and it's fine for me personally because I never ever 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 used a credit card on my Nintendo Switch. So
Yeah.
I'll be very clear. Like if there's a leak, they're not getting my credit card information. I'm always the same dude who always goes to the store, gets a gets a gift coupon, activate the coupon, and I buy games with that coupon. So so that I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same with Steam, to be honest. I should do it more with Steam, but whatever. Either way, so there is that, and there's some power creeps here and there, obviously, but like, when you play with friends, it's fun.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. I'm not super into MOBAs, to be absolutely honest with you.
No, neither am I, but like the thing is that the thing with me is that if a lot of people in my area play it, then I will give it a shot as well.
Yeah.
And if it's free, then I will definitely give it a shot. Like if you need to pay for it, like $60, then fuck no. Like a lot of people play Overwatch in my area, and I'm still not gonna play Overwatch because fuck off, fuck no. I'm not gonna pay $60 for a game that I know I'm gonna hate.
Yeah, exactly.
And at least with this one, oh, it's a MOBA, oh, it's with Pokemon, okay. But it's free, so I've like, what the fuck do I have to lose besides time?
Yeah, I guess. I guess. To be fair, like a
And
free game is always nice.
so yeah, but however, the thing is with free games, if there's a free product, the payment is going to be you. If they give it to you for free, then you are the product, basically.
Yeah.
But sending information, sending this, sending that, stuff like that. So I'm very skeptical with it. had some games where I looked up the terms of service and I found the terms of service so ridiculous that I just said, no, I'm not going to play it. Why not? Because I don't agree with the terms of service. And I know that it's a ridiculous thing to say, because everybody's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, you read them? Yes, I fucking read them, because I know what's going to happen. Oh, you got killed by a
Yeah, I got
veteran.
killed.
Oh,
I got killed. Did you
you
enjoy?
killed yourself. You killed by going to the wrong person.
Yeah. I was the escort. I visited Asos. Well, no, I can't tell you.
No, you can't.
No. All I can say
Well,
is, did you enjoy?
okay, yeah.
I am getting bullied, is what he says.
Okay, so the vet is doing a horrible job.
He died from guilt. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of jesters in the game, apparently.
Apparently so. Ooh. Well done, Bet. Well, did you do something good?
No, I think it's more of a sarcastic one.
Yeah. By the way, you're not sniping, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
The only thing that I'm looking at Twitch is the stream chat.
Okay. Okay. I'm just checking.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
By the way, how do you see who's watching?
If you click on the next to stream chat, the bar, it says
I see.
chat.
I see. Oh, so I can see that Academy Impossible is here, another TV viewer, Ghostly Glow is here.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello. Kane Punk is still here, you're here, Mad Mike is here, and Sound Alerts. Thanks, Sound Alerts.
You're very welcome.
You utter friend. This is, oh yeah, by the way, I'm sure this came up last week. I don't remember that it did all that much, but if anyone's watching and everyone wants to like mess around with the game, with the stream, I guess, there's a panel under the stream called Voice Mod. It is directly connected to the software that I use to actually make my microphone work, which is a voice modifier. And if you press any of the buttons, it will change my voice for a select amount of time.
Oh god.
So I'm just letting you know, if that happens, especially if Cash comes in, he loves that. He'll just fucking slam it like crazy. So if that happens, you know why. And there's an argument maybe that I should there's an argument that I should probably have it be paid for with bits, but I just don't really want to do that because I don't think it's worth it. I'm old school like that.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm Sugon. No, I'm not gonna answer that. Don't answer Gothic Rat. Gothic Rat is baiting. He wants you to say what? He wants you to ask what the Sugon is. So he can say sug on these nuts. Or he's stupid and he's actually trying to say surgeon. That's entirely possible too. So yeah. Trying to think of interesting things that happened this week, but there's barely any, to be honest with you.
Well, there is a continuation of the story that about me with the hentai tags.
Oh, sure.
There is a continuation of the story about it. Okay,
Let's go.
so for the people who don't know, I made a hentai tier list because I lost the bet.
Yes.
I was like, well, whatever.
And you can find it, by the way, in the VOD of last week.
Yeah, not that you want to see it.
Yeah,
but
I'm not gonna bring it up again.
Refuse to let it go. And use the argument of like, what if he comes? What if he's gonna watch hentai? What if he's gonna do it? And it's gonna be everything that he's gonna see on the S is gonna be in his tags. Oh, it's gonna be disgusting for him. He's gonna be horrified, and he's never gonna go there. I'm like, bruh, I'm never going there in the first place.
No. This is not a...
What's your argument? There's no argument.
There's no genuine concern here.
It's like, and then someone just straight up just said, quote, you asked an asexual person to make a hentai genre tier list with his opinion about it, and you bash his opinion about it.
Yeah. Makes no darn sense.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna follow your every single footstep. I don't give a shit about that. I'm gonna make fun of it.
Well, obviously.
Well, I'm dead.
Oh, you were Winter?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was.
Well, Winter ain't coming now.
Yep.
We could not find last one. What were you? What were you? What were you? Oh, almost. Too talkative?
I barely said anything.
Oh, you were a jester?
No, I was an executioner, but somebody died.
Ace of Dead? Oh, that's... Sure.
No, but that was the continuation of the story a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that brought up a whole new conversation because apparently the person is like, oh yeah, make a tier list, sure, let's enjoy, let's laugh about it, and we'll see how it gets, and I was like, sure, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, no, you shouldn't be doing this. Why not? It's my list. No, you should do it exactly the same as me.
Well, what's the point of a list then?
What the fuck is the point of my opinion then?
That's not how opinions work, no.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of it works.
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit. Hey, Nico, let's go bowling.
Nico, let's go bowling. Cousin.
Hey, cousin, let's go bowling.
Yeah. Okay, maybe another time. Do you know what? There's aspects of that game that I really hated. So much.
I mean, I've never played it, but like the memes are like, hey, let's go bowling. I did play GTA 5.
5 is great.
5 is great, exactly.
I think so far 5 is the best one, easily.
It's like 8 years by now, isn't it? The game is out for like 8 years, and everybody's still playing it like, fuck.
Well, yeah, because they're still making content.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I think there's a werewolf in this game. So, anyway, I have a question for you, though.
Yes, let's go.
If I see the option play a song or sing mode, what the fuck do they do?
So, they're mostly redundant, but basically play a song is literally pick any song, and I will play it next stream. Or if it's easy enough, I will do it in the same stream. The sing mode is literally just like I'm gonna have to sing for like a minute.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I can do that as well.
Okay.
I'm in a choir, so yeah.
I just do singing things. I don't know. This is the annoying thing is like on Twitch, like there's this like growing reputation of mine that that I am a singer. And even my parents have started like introducing me to people as a singer, and I don't like it because I wouldn't consider myself one.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad.
It's not bad. It's just it feels like there's a lot of expectations that come with it, I feel.
Yeah.
Basically, cause I don't know, like it's not like I go out and sing for people. Like I can consider myself a musician, but not a singer. And so basically, when I come onto someone's chat, who knows me, they go like, "Hey guys, so Raz Latkin is like a really like he's a singer, and he's like really good." And it's like, nah, no, not really. I won't say.
Not really in good or not really in singing.
Both. I don't think I'm that good. I have very little technique, and I kind of make it work by doing some level of effort. Not a huge one, but some level. I don't know. I feel like I could be better. That's what I'm getting at basically. Is I could be better, and I could be then, oh, he killed God. Well, thank God. God died last night. Well,
Well, told you he was bad.
back to hell. Sure. I don't like this outcome.
So, oh yeah, and another news. It's a little bit old now, but I'm just gonna say it because hey, the funeral isn't done yet. So yeah.
What do you mean?
Do you know the guy Peter R. de Vries?
Oh shit! Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
Oh shit!
So for the people who do not know, Peter R. de Vries, the Dutch journalist, and not just any journalist. He is also a advocate for every person on the whole fucking planet. And basically what he has done... Oh shit. Whoops.
Okay.
Sorry. Basically, he has advocated for a lot of people who could not do anything, if you know what I mean. Like, he did so many good things for poor people, solved cases, stuff like that.
He had his own TV show.
Sorry? Yeah, he had his
yeah.
own TV show, yeah. And, like, he came up for the low person. However, eventually, because he was a crime investigator, and he brought up a lot of crimes, he had a lot of enemies and a bounty on his head. And someone, 2 weeks ago, shot him in the head, but he still survived for 10 days. And
I heard about that.
Officially, now officially he passed away, unfortunately. But yeah, the man was a legend, and it's not something you see a lot these days, if you know what I mean. Like, at least for when it comes to like famous people, I'm gonna use famous people very lightly, but famous people. Um, I don't see famous people coming up for like the higher goals, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like go up for like sure they will spend money on like the biggest issues and stuff. Sure, I guess that's fine, but like not the common people, the lower common people like you and me. Well, low is maybe a bit of an over exaggerated word, but still. Like if he knew I was having trouble with like a missing person or something like that, with a missing son, and it's getting way too expensive, then most of the time he would be the guy to like, hey, listen, we'll take it from here. Just ask a few questions, and I'll help you to the bottom. And most of the time, the fucker worked on it. He got it. But now, unfortunately, he passed away because he got way too many enemies. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Well, then again, I fucking hate that word, or I hate that sentence. So yeah, that's what happened. By the way,
That's sad.
people in the chat, if you do have any, if you have
Any
any
topics at
topics,
all?
go ahead.
Yeah. And you know what? Just because the game that this is as well, like, if you want to join in the game, you know, if you have it, let us know.
You can,
You
but
can.
like, don't stream snipe. That's all I'm saying.
Don't stream snipe. That's yeah, because that's kind of a dick move, and we don't like dick moves.
We
You
don't
know,
like dicks either.
not hugely. No, it's not the preferable. You know. So so you know, but yeah, you can join in the game. And you know, at some point we might even open up the floor to guests, but not quite yet. I feel like we're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
I think once we nail
Not
down
yet.
the right kind of game as well.
Not yet in the slightest.
No. Let me just click here. Okay.
Also, I recently went to Motown. Motown, the concert, or like the in memory of Motown, the concert.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Like for the people who do not know, Motown is basically the place where a lot of black people started distributing music. And they're doing it to this very day. For example, one of the people who are in Motown right now is, fuck, I forgot his name. It's the guy from "You Make Me Feel Alive." It's like I'm heaven. Oh, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
He's with
Yeah.
Motown? No way.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
really cool.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, Motown is like, it's so much more than that as well, because it wasn't just like a label as well. It was like a proper movement.
Yes and no. The thing with Motown is it started out as a label, but eventually it became a movement because Motown was literally the only place at the time, I'm just going to say at the time, that accepted African Americans in their music industry.
Yes.
Because most of the time, at that time, not a lot of African Americans were allowed to be distributing music. And eventually someone got it, and then it was like, hey, there you go. And a lot of people, like for example, the movement Black Lives Matter, love Motown and stuff like that. Hence, they don't go to like the headquarters of Motown and fuck that shit up. But yeah, it's I don't know. I'm a huge sucker for most of the Motown players in the game. Like I'm a huge fan of Stevie Wonder, Marvin
Yep.
Gaye, you name it.
Jackson 5.
Jackson 5, Detroit Spinners. What's her name again? From Heatwave?
Oh, I don't remember. Tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I know. It's the same with me.
I don't know. You know what's funny though? Actually, is basically the first couple of albums by the Beatles had hang on, just gotta write something real quick. Shoot. Basically, the first couple of albums by the Beatles had covers of Motown.
Yeah,
Of
I'm not
Motown
surprised.
songs.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not surprised.
5 out of 12 each time, I believe. So like you know, you'll see that when you see the list of songs is like covered by a cover of like, I don't know, the Marvelettes or something like that, which is quite fun. Was bitten by a vampire. Ooh shit.
Ooh, Vampire Boys.
Ooh
Like,
shit.
yeah, what's out? Oh no, in the amnesiac remembered it's an arsonist. Oh, well, we're all gonna get fucked.
Wait, who's an arsonist?
The amnesiac has remembered that they were like the arsonist. So he became an arsonist.
Well, William Hobbs.
I'm not sure if William Hobbs is the arsonist, the new arsonist, but yeah. I'm gonna say something very controversial, especially to the British people watching, but I do not like the Beatles.
You know what? That's fine.
I know a lot of people who will get upset if I say it. Like, it's like, you what, mate? Excuse me? You don't like the Beatles? Oh, that's bloody outrageous. Not sure if that was an Australian accent or a British one, but whatever.
I think it's a British one.
British?
So,
basically, I do love Jamiroquai though. So that's
Jamiroquai is
a
great,
little
yeah.
bit of a
Here's the thing with the Beatles, it's basically like, they're very particular, I find, and it's also, each album is slightly different, like when you listen to them all. Like, there's a progression in there. So, like, the first couple of albums, like, yeah, I'll be honest, they're not hugely interesting. And the last, later on, they get better.
with Yoko Ono.
No, Yoko Ono was never any good influence on there. No, not her. She's awful.
Yoko Ono was the reason that the Beatles split up, right, or something along those lines.
No. There was a lot going into it.
What was the reason then?
Oh, it was a bit messed. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was a bit messed up. Like, first of all, one of the worst things was that they were simply not performing live anymore. And I think there was something to do with money. And I think at the end, like, Paul McCartney just kind of left. He was like, fuck you guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna look it up. Why did the Beatles break up? Oh wait, sorry. I need to play Town of Salem, and then I'm gonna look it up.
Sure.
If I die, I die, but like, I don't think I'm gonna die.
I don't know who you are, so mayhaps.
Okay, so give breakup Beatles. These includes strains of Beatlemania phenomenon. The death of the manager Brian Epstein in 1967, resentment to McCartney from his bandmates for
Yeah.
his perceived domineering role. Lennon's heroin use in his relationship with Yoko Ono,
Yep.
Harrison's prolific songwriting output, founder of. Wait, hold on. So the reason why the breakup came is because Beatlemania phenomenon, the death of the manager Brian Epstein, the resentment towards McCartney from his bandmates for his perceived domineering role, and John Lennon's heroin use and his relationship with Yoko Ono. I mean, yeah, okay, I wouldn't be safe either if like one of my bandmates is using heroin a lot. I would also be pretty. I would also be like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah. But yeah, basically there were a couple of things that kind of.
Yeah, so the manager, Paul McCartney, was an asshole, and I'm not really surprised because he was like voting for Article 13. So I'm not surprised that Paul McCartney is an asshole. He also had a hard. He also fucked up the Beach Boys a lot. He got it right eventually, but like, damn, we know what you did.
Yeah, I don't know. I think at least they all grew up.
But hey, my part was also true. Yoko Ono.
No, I wasn't saying that wasn't. It's just that there was more going into it.
Yeah,
Because like one woman can't tear apart like an entire.
I mean, have you seen? Well, it doesn't even have to be a woman, but like, have you seen a person so overflown by someone else? Except, like for example, Freddie Mercury, he was hounded by one of his lovers. Like his lover was doing all the work behind it. Like, oh yeah, he's not feeling it. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. And he's like, everyone is like, okay. And so like, you have to take control of one certain person who takes quote unquote the lead, and you'll see from there. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Beatles, but I am a big fan of. But I am a big fan of Jamiroquai. So
there you go. That evens it out.
Yeah, that evens it out by a lot. Oh, a vampire! Ooh, spicy. Let's see here. Let's go with you.
What? So you have a night roll. Interesting.
I died. I was set on fire.
Oh, I died as well. Wait, what?
Yeah, I told you.
Well, hang on.
An amnesiac was turned into the arsonist.
No, it's dumber.
What do you mean?
I was killed by the mafia, but I was a forger.
Slow. Oh, that there's a witch, probably. Oh, never mind, transporter. Yeah, okay, that's It thumbs it up.
Okay. I guess I was cocked then.
You're the sniper ghost, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was demo man.
Ah, okay. I'm Forger.
I think I found out who the arsonist is, though.
Well, it was Demo Man, wasn't it? No,
No,
Demo was that was you.
no,
Lol dead anyway.
I think it's called Matter.
It probably is called Mother.
So yeah, Beatles is kind of bad. Though I like
They have good
at
songs
least
though.
my dad always told me like, hey, you always had two options when it came to like in the 70s, and one of the options you had two options. One, you either like the Beatles, or two, you liked Rolling Stones. And
You mean
my dad went
60s?
to my dad went to Rolling Stones.
Fair enough.
So I think that's the reason why I kind of stayed with the Rolling Stones.
That's fair. I mean, they're not mutually exclusive, to be honest with you.
Yeah, true. But like, they both have one thing in common, though.
They're British.
They both went to India to get their music worse.
Yeah, that's true.
They both went to India, and then suddenly their music got worse.
Yeah. Because the Beatles had some really good songs.
The only song that I actually sort of like is "Here Comes the Sun."
Fair.
And that's about it. That's the only song that I actually kind of like, and that's about it.
I like a lot of them. I like Get Back. I like Helter Skelter.
Oh yeah, Get Back is the one.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah. Get back the way you always belong.
Yeah. Jojo was a man who thought he was a woman, but he was another man.
Wow.
Yeah.
2021 much?
2021. Get back, Loretta! That was a good song. I love that song. Arson Twins, Jesus Christ.
I always thought that it was someone else who sang it.
Really? What do you think?
Spinning Wheels.
Oh, okay, interesting.
The guys who did, I guess I don't need to know. If I could have fell asleep on the floor.
Oh,
Don't think that I can take anymore. Those guys. Crowd has still left me. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm stuck in the middle with you.
From the old Reservoir Dogs.
I just know it from Spinning Wheels.
Fair enough.
I know the band. That's about it.
Wasn't it Steelers Wheels?
No, I think it's Spinning Wheels.
I'm not entirely sure now.
I'm gonna look it up.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am.
Stuck in the middle with you. It's a Steelers wheel. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was Spinning Wheel, but it's Steelers.
It's Steelers
wheel.
because the Spinning Wheel isn't a very interesting band name, to be honest with you. It's like Spinning Wheel. Well, at least it works then. I don't know. Oh, there's
I don't know. Yeah, actually, good question. So, even though Ron and me has a little bit of an age difference, we both kind of grew up in the 2000s.
Yep.
So, what do you say, like, it's...
Is this about current music?
No. I want to know, like, are there actually any good artists from the 2000s?
From the 2000s?
Yes.
If there are, I learned about them in the 2010s. Mostly. I'm trying to think. 2000s. Uh, two
Yeah, because
thousands was like the Go
every
on.
time I look into it, I always like, oh yeah, I like that song, and then I realize, no, it's from 1999. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Or I like that one, yeah, it's from 2010. What's between 2000 and 2009? What's there?
That was like the decade of punk pop, wasn't it? So it's like Rise Against. No, Green Day was 90s as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, 90s. Yeah.
Um, who else
Told
came
you.
up in the
See,
2000s?
this is the problem. This is the problem.
Hang on, let me find a list of like 2000s artists that are, you know, tolerable.
Sure. Maybe
Um,
Andre 3000, but I'm not sure.
not familiar.
He's from the Hey Ya song.
Oh, Outcast.
Hey Ya. Yeah, Outcast, but like they split up and he became Andre 3000, and then like.
Yeah, Hey Yeah was 2000s. Eminem, I thought he started in the 90s as well. Wait, no,
Oh, okay.
this is a shit list. This is a shit list because it says Radiohead as well, and they definitely did not start in the 2000s.
No.
I refuse to believe that. You lie. You lie and you cheat. Um.
Usher. Lady Gaga. Kanye West. No, the White Stripes is bullshit. I know the
No,
White Stripes.
I think some of these are wrong.
Oh, I know. Kylie Minogue.
Not too familiar. I don't particularly care, to be absolutely honest with you.
I know. I at least know that one. At least I'll give them that one. Kylie Minogue was pretty good. White Stripes.
Did
I'm
they
not sure
start in
about that.
2000s?
I'm not sure.
That doesn't sound right to me.
I'm gonna look it up right now. They started in 1997 and they ended in 2011. Snoop Dogg also 90s. I don't know. This
I want to say 80s.
oh.
For some reason, I don't think he started in the 90s. I think he started a little bit earlier.
Beyonce? No.
I don't know.
See? So nothing new. Oh, now I got it. I think I got it. Hold on, I need to confirm this. Oh, never mind. Whoops. Never mind. I thought Daft Punk was in it, but they started in 1993.
Of course they did. Does anyone in chat know anyone who started in 2000s? I can only think of Rise Against for some reason. Because their first album was like 2000, I want to say 2000 or 2001.
Okay, bands from the 2000s. Let's see here. Bands from 2000. Fucking hell, man. Oh, Fall Out Boy.
You know what? I'm not familiar with their music.
The Killers.
2000s, really?
Yeah, the Killers.
That makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
2001.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm
the
familiar with their one song.
Arctic Monkeys, and then there's Franz Ferdinand.
I know Franz Ferdinand. I don't like them as much as I used to like the two songs that I knew of theirs.
Yeah, Take Me Out.
Arctic Monkeys. I'm really, you know, not
Take
into.
Me Out was one of them, right? Take Me Out was
yeah,
one of them.
Take Me Out.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the other one was.
Let's see here. Kings of Leon is 1999. Bullshit.
Boof.
there's a lot of like bands from the 2000s, and then they show you like bands that started in 1995 or something like that. You see, there's not a lot of things that started in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like nobody. I think that was the worst. I think that was the worst decade for artists
That's
because
entirely possible.
only the old ones survived, not the new ones.
Because the problem with even the Wikipedia page, it's like the majority of people that were popular in the 2000s were people who started in the 90s. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, oh, oh! I think I got one. I think I got one. Do you know Carol Emerald?
I've heard of her, yes. Someone once asked me to cover one of her songs, and I never did.
She started in 2009, so technically it does count.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong person. Yes, I do know her. Yeah, she's okay. I just don't like I don't like the style of music that she does. I think it's a bit tacky. I know someone who does rock music shouldn't be saying these kind of things, but I don't know.
Cool. I don't know. It's for me. I'm a jazz fanatic, so that's why I definitely like her. But yeah, I can completely understand why. Oh, oh, oh yeah! I forgot.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see how this is. A.B. Winehouse.
I'm not a huge fan, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but she is a 2000.
Yeah, but
Yeah, 2000. Okay, we got one. The only good thing that out of music that came out of the fucking 2000s was goddamn Amy Winehouse.
eh.
Well, there isn't besides Cara Emerald. What else is there?
So it's just not a good decade then
It's not a
for
good
new
decade.
artists.
When Amy Winehouse and Cara Emerald are the only ones who need to be relied on, yeah, that's not a good decade. Wait, actually, now that I think about it,
Bands
maybe
started
Caravan Palace.
in
Yes.
2000s.
Okay, one of my favorite bands came out of the 2000s. Okay, I'm good. I'm happy. 2008. Caravan Palace. Okay, so there is some good in it. Some good. Not a lot, but some.
Oh, here we go. Musical groups established in 2000.
Yeah,
Okay, well
Caravan Palace.
this is not going to be a very specific list. Let us have a look. Oh, it's a fucking rain cloud.
Well,
What's going on here?
it's 2005. Come on.
There's a band called the Bar Mitzvah Brothers. I need to look them up. That sounds fucking great.
Okay, that's pretty cute.
It is
Not
pretty
gonna
cute.
lie, that's pretty cute.
Oh, the Zac Brown Band in 2000. I forgot about them. They're a country
By the
band.
way, are you still alive?
No, I'm dead.
Oh, oh, never mind. Then you're homeboy, I guess.
I was homeboy, yeah.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, Zac
What are you
Brown
doing?
Band is good. I can give you that. Zac Brown. So far, Zac Brown Band takes the cake. I'm on D now. So far, yeah, okay. Okay. Next page. Wow, this is a very depressing list.
I know.
There's nothing interesting on this list.
I know, I told you, the 2000s were really shit.
This is just the year 2000, and there's so many bands on here. And I know one of them.
I know a couple, now that I looked into it.
um... Hmm. The Gypsies? No, that can't be right. That's wrong. Kaiser Chiefs 2000.
Who?
Kaiser Chiefs.
Oh, okay. What about Smash Mouth?
No, that's 90s.
Ah, shit. Okay.
That's 90s as well. 93. They came out with their album called something. I don't remember what it's called.
You know what I told you, right? Like, if you talk with Smash Mouth, they're still together, and if you talk to them, they fucking hate Shrek. Like, they absolutely
believe that.
despise Shrek.
I believe that because it's basically defined their career, and it's like, no, we don't want to be defined by this.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, fuck no, fuck Shrek. Yeah, but there's also a curse in the music industry.
But at some point you just kind of become known for something.
No, worse. So, the curse goes like this. If you play the song I'm a Believer, you're bound to be misfortunes with your band.
Okay, well that's a good that's good advice then. I'm not gonna do that song then. Oh shit, Oysterhead! I forgot about this.
Oysterhead?
Was that 2000? It's a super group. It's got the guitars from Fish, which I don't know. Les Claypool from Primus, and Stuart Copeland from The Police. They had one album together, but it was fucking cool.
The Police?
Yeah.
Really? Oh damn.
Well, the drummer from The Police was in this. Yeah. The Police was like 90s or 80s even. I think 80s. Could be 70s. I don't remember. I think it was 80s because they were very short-lived. Yeah, Oysterhead was a good album. I'm gonna say it doesn't count because they only made like one thing together.
But like, you see why there's not a lot of like 2000 songs or like.
Well, songs is different. Songs is different because there's a lot of 2000 songs.
Like 2000 bands that still live up to this very day. Well, there is Caravan Palace. I'll give them that.
Yeah, no one's actually waiting to see Kaiser Chiefs live.
Yeah, you see.
Zach Brown Band is a bit boring these days. They were really good at some point, but now they're just kind of, They're okay. Also, if chat knows, like please let us know because I'm just scrolling a list at this point.
Are you actually scrolling the? Do they see the list right now, or are they watching the game?
No, they're watching the game. I'm not gonna bore them with this. Wait, under R wasn't there?
I mean, music isn't boring, or else not a lot of people would watch it.
Okay. However, can I now see a list? Can I see a list of bands established in 2001? Because there's gotta be something. Alright, here. Okay. Okay, this is a list of ones that actually started in 2000s. Okay, let's have a look. So far, don't know any of them. Yeah, none of them matter. It's 46 of them. To be fair, these are indie bands, so the chance of them actually like
At this point, I don't care anymore.
yeah, none of them are interesting, you tipster fuck.
The name itself is funny.
Whoa, what's name? There were just none of them were interesting. That's my problem with them. Wait, when was Rise Against? Surely that was like 2001 then. $19.99! Such bullshit!
Yeah, I told you. I fucking told you. You know what? Fuck this game. We're now just going and fucking. I died, by the way.
Oh. Should we quit this game?
No. Let's just leave it that way.
Okay. Well, check and see this very riveting game of Towns of Salem unfold. Who are you, by the way?
I was Jonathan Corwin.
Oh, you were the serial killer. Ah, yeah. Interesting.
I was the amnesiac turned serial killer. Whew, I fucking slowed down, man. Holy shit.
Okay, well, band started in 2001.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so bands, 100 rock bands of the 2000. Oh, fuck off! I'm not saying which are the best bands in the 2000s. Who started in the 2000s? You fucking idiot.
This is the thing that they don't seem to be able to like fucking tell apart.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is Audioslave known? I think so. I think I've heard of Audioslave, but I don't know it, so I'm gonna leave it for what it is.
There's Ranker, but like, I wanted to get on it, but like.
Oh, the Black Keys. I know the Black Keys. They're cool. They make cool stuff. I saw them live once. They're actually quite cool. That's a point. Moving on. Wow, these are all a bit meh, to be honest with you.
Holy shit! Oh, okay. Oh.
Well.
So I need to confirm this before I'm gonna say it.
Confirm it, please. It's gonna be 1999. I'm calling it.
No, it's 1996. Never mind.
Who were you thinking of?
I was I looked in, I typed in featured bands that started in 2001, and then I suddenly saw Coldplay, and then I was like, no, you're fucking with me.
No.
I
No.
was like, damn.
There's no way. There's no way. Oh, the game ended. Okay, well. Here we are.
Yeah, fuck the game at this point.
Yeah, genuinely. I don't know if this game works for like a podcast format.
No, it doesn't.
Um,
Well, at least we tried, folks. At least we tried.
we tried. Look, this was like a last minute kind of decision. You know,
Right? Yeah.
we didn't know that Game Spy's out. Well,
Yeah.
we probably did, but like we didn't think it was going to be related to the situation.
Exactly.
So you know, it's what it is. Kids Bob Kids is from the 2001. You know Kids Bob?
Nope.
Kids Bop. Oh, dude, Kids Bop is a fantastic concept of children singing famous songs, right? And so when I say famous songs,
Kids Bob. Kids Bob.
Kids
Yeah.
Bop. Hell yes.
Dance Monkey.
So for the listeners, if you don't know what this is, they'll sing famous songs, right? And so you think to yourself, well, what if this song has like swear words in them or like references to sex and drugs and stuff like that? They just change the lyrics to be completely innocent.
So they're gonna ruin the song.
Well, essentially, yeah, but like, for instance, right? If I Google Kids Pop, like, you know, if we want to check what their hits are, you know. Hits. Let's see, hits. Oh, they did Happy, of course. Thriller. Dynamite, obviously. Party Rock Anthem. Yeah, Call Me Maybe.
Oh, wait
Yeah.
a minute. Wait a goddamn second.
Well,
Oh, never mind. 1998.
of course.
Of course. Of course.
I mean,
No one is in the 2000s.
I mean, it's mostly innocent songs here, to be absolutely honest with you. But yeah. Dude, Kids Bop is such a mindfuck in a way.
Wait, there's another one that I really want to know. Maybe it is. If it is, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. 1995. Never mind. I thought it was like Nickelback. Okay, fair enough.
No. This is the thing, is like any like pop grunge or pop punk bands that got big in the 2000s were from the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's really confusing and very frustrating for the subject matter. Bands started in the 2000s. Surely there's got to be something. Oh, what is this? All Music? Is this a list that you looked into earlier?
Yeah. Oh, there's an artist who started in the 2000s, 2006.
Who is this?
Adele.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Adele started in 2006 with her album 19, which, to be fair, her best album is 19.
Sure.
Not gonna lie, her best album is 19.
I'm not an avid Adele listener, to be absolutely honest with you, so I have no idea what that means.
Oh, and Imagine Dragons, 2008.
I remember Imagine Dragons. I don't like them anymore.
Nobody likes them.
You'd be surprised.
Yes.
You'd be surprised.
Guess what they, one of the videos, guess what they actually sang? I'm a Believer.
Of course they did.
One of their songs is called Believer.
No, I think that's something else.
Oh, okay.
I think I've heard that song once, and I think that's something else. I now see that. When was Breaking Benjamin then? Because it's on this list. 2000. Okay, interesting. But no one cares. Is there anything interesting here?
Nope. That's all.
This is the sad reality is that in the 2000s there were no interesting bands that started except for Kaiser Chiefs.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's a loud clock. And what was the other one that I said? Oh, Zac Brown Band. Yeah, but they're not good anymore, so it doesn't really count. Oh, Death from Above 1979. I've heard of this. I've heard of this band. When did they create? 2000. Haha. Interesting. Is that true? Death from Above started in 2001. They're quite popular. They're quite good.
Okay.
I've listened to their stuff a little bit. It's interesting enough. It's like a weird like a electronic kind of indie thing. It's weird that a bunch of stuff is just not written in here, but okay. What if I just like jump to like 9, like page 9? What we'll find? Anything interesting at all? No. No. No, I think when was JVT? I mean, it's not gonna mean much to anyone because it's a Dutch thing. But I could have sworn that was 2000s as well.
Probably yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything interesting here. If anyone has an idea, like let us know. But like I don't think we're gonna find much. The 90s was great though. But I feel like the 90s is equally deceptive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I get
it's gonna be a very similar where people are like, oh, you know what a great 90s band was? Like fucking Nirvana, and it's like, yeah, but also they started in the 1980s. So what? I mean, I guess you kind of have to like adjust your parameters a little bit. I guess. Whereas like, what could you consider a 2000s band? Like someone that started in the 2000s, or someone who like actually took off in the 2000s?
Took off.
Okay.
No. It started.
Okay, well that's different. Okay, then. Well, yeah. Congratulations to the Kaiser Chiefs with their hit single. I think it's Ruby. I want to say Ruby. It is. That's a fucking hit, though. Are they still around? They are. That's weird. Okay, well, fair enough. Anyway. Yeah, how did we even get to this subject, I wonder now.
No idea. At this point, I'm looking at something else, and then I'm gonna finish the podcast.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel like,
Because I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna post a video.
Whoa.
On YouTube.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to keep it private though, so I don't know where to click the private thingy. Oh, it's on.
It's when you upload it. Well, like at some point.
I need to think of a detail.
At some point, there's like a window, and there's like a prompt to make it either public, unlisted, or private. And so you either want it private, or you might want it to be unlisted. Which basically just means that you can't search for it, and it will not come up in anyone's recommendations. You can only access it if you have a link.
That's private.
That's it. It's called unlisted. Basically, the difference between unlisted and private is if you send a link to a private video, then they can still not access it, whereas with an unlisted one you can. That's basically the difference. Let's see. Surely there is a game though that we can. Oh Jesus Christ! Shut the fuck up. Surely there is a game that we can play together though that we can like do instead of Minecraft, or we just go back to Minecraft.
Yeah,
And
sure,
just
no
and just
problem.
agree to the fact that it's a bloody curse. Wait, there was a thing. Um, check Steam game overlap with friends. Oh, there's a thing on Steam for this now as well. Okay, so find someone from your friends list. So friends, few friends, and then right click, and then
What are you doing?
check shared games. No, where is it?
Share game? What? Nani? What? Yeah.
Because basically there should be a an area where we can actually like check what games we both have,
Oh, that. Yeah.
so we can actually like see if there's some sort of overlap. Um, I don't see that there is one. I don't see that there is an area. No, I don't actually. I see that people left comments on your on your profile. That's a
Yeah,
very very interesting thing to do.
I'm not surprised. In the slightest.
Oh, filter to games you both own. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So we both have Civilization 6.
Yes.
We both have Payday 2, which
Yes.
also isn't particularly a podcast happy game. Town of Salem. Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Okay, yeah.
Saints Row 2, but it doesn't work. Among Us, but that's not particularly fitting.
No, it's not fitting.
Metal Gear Solid isn't multiplayer, I think. Metal Gear Solid 5.
No, it's not.
Portal is, but I think has been a little bit outplayed at this point.
Yep.
Not multiplayer. Not multiplayer. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I have no idea.
It is multiplayer, and believe it or not, the servers are still up. After 16 years, the servers still work. So that's a good palette of overlapping games actually. It's not quite sure. Oh, sort by playtime, or maybe just sort by name. And then filter to what we both own. Yeah, there's a good palette of games that we can choose from actually. We could do Civ. I think that might be good.
Civilization 6, yes, but I don't have all the DLCs.
That's fine. I literally only have Gathering Storm.
Oh, that's fine.
So we can just try and see if we can make like a base game thing happen.
Sure.
But alternatively, if that fails, we can always do Star Wars Battlefront 2.
No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
Do you know what? I played it the other day. It's not that bad. It's you know. It's got way more maps than the new one. You know, I'll be honest. Gameplay is a little bit awkward. I'm willing to admit that.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, solid game. Very solid game indeed. But then yeah, I guess we'll see if we can do Civ next week. But until then, I guess we'll just wrap it up here.
Yep. That
So
should be the best. Yeah.
yeah. So thank you guys very much for watching.
Yeah. Thank you all for
If you
watching.
did, and what I'll do as well is I will now have a look and see who I shall raid. So Mikey's playing, Nightshade's playing, Akila's playing. Nightshade's playing Warframe, Akila's doing Words on Stream. That's quite fun. You guys like Words on Stream? Dead by Daylight? I think I'll raid Akila. I haven't done that one well, so I think saying hello to her might not be the worst thing in the world. So let's do. Actually, no. Let me check if she's still on, because I think she's been streaming for a while. She is still on. So let us raid. So hang about if you like, and then I will trigger the raid.
Yep.
So thank you to Academy Impossible, Another TV Viewer, Commander Root, KM Punk, Mad Mike Resettles, for joining in, and thank you Mad Mike for the bits. Always appreciated. Never necessary, but always appreciated. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Does the raid